Okay.
Derek, we aren't able to see you.
You cannot see me?
I see your son, the top
Okay.
of his head.
Yeah. All right. Sun, show more than top of your head, please. All right.
Probably.
All right. It's 9:02. I'll let about 1 or 2 more minutes go by as people continue to come in from the lobby, and we'll get started. I appreciate everyone being on the line. Everybody's looking good this morning. All right. Welcome to the 100 Black Men of Orange County Kickoff Orientation meeting for the Passport to the Future and Academy program. All right. So 9:05, we'll get started. That's in 2 minutes. 9:05, we'll get started.
Can they see you?
Yeah, you can see me.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Akinyele Caldwell, your camera is sideways.
But you're still looking good, my brother, doing your gangster lean.
I'm gonna try to watch it at the client's house, okay?
But I don't know why my camera's sideways.
I don't know why it's upside down either. I'm just happy you're in there. Okay.
Right.
I gotta
Fix that
get to my
problem.
client. So
Right. Okay, 1 more minute, we'll get started.
Once you get started, Derek, we'll just continue to admit people that come into the lobby so you can just continue.
Okay. All right. So can everyone see my presentation screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
no.
Well, they already say yes.
Tell him say no.
No, I cannot see your presentation screen.
You cannot.
No, sorry.
Is anyone else having a problem seeing my screen?
I can see it.
Either.
I see it fine.
Yeah, I can't go to your screen.
Trevon, do you
You
see
have to
it
click
on the right? Go ahead, Rick.
yeah, if you see it on the right, just click on the screen itself.
The right
It should be in
bottom.
the,
Wait, I can't see anything. Hold up. I'm trying to fix it. Cause I'm on my phone, that's why I don't know.
And Rick, can you monitor muting and unmuting individuals, or do I have to do it? Because when I'm in presentation
I can
screen,
do it.
I can see it. Okay, perfect. I
I'm gonna
appreciate
mute all right now.
it. Okay. All right, let's get started. But then when I announce Brother President, please unmute him so everyone can hear him.
You have to unmute yourself, Derek.
Yes.
All right.
He's muted. Derek, you're muted.
Can everyone hear me now?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Let's get started.
So we just want to ask before we get started that
Sure.
everybody mute themselves unless you're going to talk so that we're not talking over each other.
Absolutely.
You want to let them know the recording you too?
Yes, and we will be recording this presentation, so everyone will know that. And individuals that aren't on this call can watch this presentation later. All right, let's get going. Welcome to the 2020-2021 Academy and the Passport to the Future. Welcome back, Kickoff Orientation. We're really excited about this year's program. We have a lot of great things to share and to experience this year. A lot of great stuff coming down the pipe. Let's go over the agenda really quickly. From 9 to 9:15, we're going to do our welcome. From 9:15 to 9:30, we'll go over the program overview. From 9:30 to 10, we'll meet the mentors. And from 10 o'clock to 10:20, we'll go over the passport schedule. And then from 10:20 to 11, we'll do a question and answer at the very end, so we can answer all the questions you may have. All right, so let's keep going. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I would like to introduce to all of us our esteemed president of the 100 Black Men of Orange County, Mr. Doug Berry. He will be giving our welcome.
Thanks, Derek. Like you said, my name is Doug Berry, and Brother Moritz kind of did the welcome already to a certain extent, but I'm going to continue with that. I want to welcome everybody to our passport orientation and kickoff. We're really glad to have you all here, and I thank all of you, both the returning students and parents and the new students and parents, for being a part of this. I think we all have gone through a series of video conferencing fatigue with school and with work and everything being on video conferencing. I think some of us are getting a little fatigued from all that, but I appreciate you being on the line and being a part of this today. I hope you had an enjoyable summer or a safe summer with all the COVID-19 things going on. We at the 100 have been working very hard to put together this a program for this year that's really going to be fun for you, that's really going to be educational and beneficial for you from the standpoint of becoming a productive young man in society. So again, we want to thank you for being here. We want to welcome you. And like I said, we have some, as Derek Morris said, we have a lot of exciting things coming on that's really, really going to be enjoyable for you for this year's program. So with that, let me turn it back over to Derek. Okay, I've been asked to do the mission, and if everybody can see the screen, I'm not one of those who believe in having, reading the screen off for you. I think you can see the screen. I'll give you a second to read it, then I'll highlight some areas regarding our mission. So let me give you a second to read it, and then I will highlight some areas. Okay. Again, in our mission, the things I want to really focus on is that our mission is to empower the African American community. That's really, really important, something that we really need to do. As you know, the makeup of Orange County is such as about 2% of the population is African American. And so I think it's really important that we work together to empower our community, to provide focused leadership in the areas of public policy and education, and to enhance the social and economic status of the African American community and people of color. But we're not alone in this. We don't do this on our own. There's a lot of other organizations that assist us, such as 100 Black Women, such as the Black Chamber, the sororities and fraternities. They all work together with us to help us to accomplish our mission, as well as our donors. Our donors are a big part of it. They donate money to keep the program going. So that is our mission, and it's very important that we stick to that. It is tied into our national mission as well, and I'll talk about national in our next part when we talk about history. Can we go to history?
I believe that that was taken out.
Oh, okay. Should be after this one.
Let me talk about this in review. I think it's a couple of screens down. So really quickly, I'd like to talk about pretty much our program overview and to do a quick 2019-2020 in review, because we went through a lot last year, just as an organization and as a society, as we all know. We conducted our regular sessions from September of 2019 to February, at the end of February of 2020. And that's when all havoc broke loose and COVID-19 hit in March of 2020. And all of our passport session has to be canceled, just like pretty much everything else did as well. At that time, one of our illustrious brothers, Dr. Leon Seard, led a COVID-19 Zoom call on March the 14th to kind of bring us all into a true understanding of what we were up against from a medical perspective. And on May 25th, George Floyd was murdered by police officers, and that kind of made the world go crazy as well. Not just our country, but the world was influenced by this particular action. And on June the 5th, 2020, 100 Black men led a civil unrest town hall Zoom call, which was very, very good for the time. But that didn't stop us. We had our virtual graduation for our seniors on July the 3rd. And then we dispersed our scholarship checks to our seniors on July the 12th. And we'll talk about that very shortly here. So we pressed on in the midst of all this chaos and havoc. And Brother President, we can talk about a little bit about the history now.
Okay, good. There it is. Okay, let me give you a little background about the history, not only of our chapter, but of 100 Black Men of America. 100 Black Men of America started back in the 1960s, and one of the founding members was Jackie Robinson, the baseball player, the first African American in the national in Major League Baseball. And they did that because it was a different time then. In the 60s, there wasn't a whole lot of support for the African American community, and so they felt to put together an organization to where the African American community can help support itself, both economically, educationally, and other aspects socially within the country. As time went on, different chapters or different parts of the organization sprung out throughout the country because it was so successful. And in 1993, some brothers here in Orange County put together the Orange County chapter. They were dedicated men who really saw the need here in Orange County. As I said before, the population in Orange County for African Americans is very low, and so there was a need to come together and to support each other in what we were doing. So the mission of our mission is similar to what the national mission is, and that is to support each other and to help develop positive outcomes with the African American community. And that's a breakdown of our history.
Okay, let's go over the. Thank you for that, Brother President. Let's go over our program overview. Okay, one thing we like everyone to understand what our main focus is. Our main focus is mentoring. We want to give back to these young men that are growing up and coming through junior high and high school to understand life and our society differently. A lot of the times, these individuals, our young men and our sons, our grandsons and nephews and cousins and everything, only understand what they see on TV, only what they understand they see in the media. And, social media is sometimes the worst. It's a good tool, but sometimes it's the worst enemy because it depicts us in our community as only one or two things. But we're so much more. So our mentoring program is all about teaching our young men on how dynamic and how powerful they really are and where they come from and what their potential is and what they can do. So we mentor them into understanding the power that they have in the community and what they can do in their life. So mentoring is our main focus. We also want to continue to have our student and parent engagement because we're in this together. If you're a parent of a student in our program, we are in collaboration with you. We're on the same team as you. We want to help your son or your family member be the best that they can be and pull out their full potential. So we're in this together with you. We also are going to be focusing on our relationship with Microsoft and the STEM program and a lot of other things that we're going to be bringing to the table because of our new partnership with Microsoft and really expose our mentees to technology and through a corporation that is the forefront of technology at this time around the world. So we are very excited about our new relationship and our cultivated relationship that we're building with Microsoft because we'll be able to give so much more to our students in our program because of it. Partner programs. There are a lot of corporate partners that we have that want to not only give money but give time. They also want to give resource. They also are opening up intern opportunities for individuals in our program. But even more importantly, after our program, when they get to college and when they get out of college, there are a lot of corporations these days, because of this civil unrest and things that are going on, that are reaching out to African American organizations like ours, offering opportunity, offering potential career paths, internships, and things of that nature. So it's a very good time for us to really take advantage of and leverage the time that we're in to be able to help our young men move forward in their lives. We also are focusing on our at least 50 hours of community service. I know a lot of the schools require or our students to get a certain number of community service hours. We'll be able to help with that, not only to help in their school and education, but just to understand how important community service is. A lot of us are involved with this organization because we want to give back, and we want to give back to the community, and this is where we're doing it through our mentorship and other things that we're bringing to the program. We also will be offering opportunities to do community service as a group, as an organization, so we can help with those hours. Also, we have a great new platform we're bringing to the table in our gaming competition and challenge. And I know all of the young men that are in the organization that love to play video games and game are going to love this. Not only is it going to be a competition and a challenge, but we may even have an opportunity to award cash prizes to winners of some of these competitions. So get ready for that. But parents also know we're not bringing the young men in just to play Fortnite for 2 or 3 hours and that's it, because that's what they do at home already. We are creating and building a program around this gaming competition, because there are career opportunities in gaming, not only to being behind the controller to play the game, but to actually be on the other side and maybe create the game. And there are all types of career opportunities in the gaming industry as well that we want to expose our young men to. So it's more than just playing the games that we're going to be bringing to the table. So we're excited about that. All right. Also, we're bringing the Passport Alumni Re-Engagement mentoring. So we have several of our alumni that have come through our program that may even be on this call today that are re-engaging with our organization because they want to start giving back like we gave to them. Well, a lot of things that we do in our mentoring classes is try to teach these young men that are mentees to become mentors. So the individuals that graduated out of our program, that have gone to college, that have graduated from college, that are in their career paths, that want to come back now, can actually give back to the young men that are in the program now, going through their academy and passport curriculum and sessions with us. So we're really excited about that, because we don't just push you out the door when you're a senior and you graduate out of our program. We stay involved with you throughout your college and your professional career as long as you stay in touch with us. So we're really excited about bringing our alumni back in to continue to work with the program. The Edward Life Sciences has a externship that they offer us every year, where they can go out. A certain number of our students can go into this corporation and get some really good experience in the summertime with this phenomenal medical industry company that one of our illustrious members is employed at, that not only brings exposure, but also money and experience to our young men in an industry that we're not necessarily have heavy numbers in. So a lot of this exposure is unprecedented, and we're glad that we have this partnership. And then college preparation. The college preparation just doesn't start the senior year. we are preparing our young men from the 6th grade to prepare to go to the next level after high school. And our curriculum and what we're teaching them to be great young men in their household, great young men in the community, and also great young men in society. And we believe that our higher education after high school is part of that process. So we are preparing them from the very beginning of their relationship with us. If they come in as 6th grade, that's great. We have 6 years with them. If they come in as a 9th grader in high school, that's great. We have 4 years with them. If you come in as a sophomore, junior, senior, that's great. We have that certain amount of time to prepare you to understand what it means as a young black man to put your best foot forward and overcome objections and to get your education and to take your life to the next level. So as long as we have them, the more influence and the more that we can do for them. So we really love the work that we do here. Okay, let's move on. Let's meet our mentors. We have some dynamic professional men that have volunteered their time to give back to your sons and the individuals that will be in our program. And understand that what we do, we don't get paid for. It's all volunteer. So we want to be here. We want to do it. We want to give back and be an impact on these young men's lives. So let me introduce you to these dynamic individuals. Okay, so in our mentoring program, our academy, that's 6th through 8th graders, we have 2 phenomenal gentlemen. The first is Brother Norm Smith. Assisting him will be Brother Ben Law, and they'll be dealing with our young men through 6th through 8th grade. Understanding that, it may be a little more challenging because keeping attention spans to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders is sometimes a challenge. But I believe that we have things in place that'll keep them engaged, keep them wanting to come back, and really teaching them just the fundamentals of what it takes to be happy, to overcome bullying at school, to overcome things that they don't want to do and still flourish through, and to prepare them for our passport program, which is the 9th through 12th grade. And these gentlemen that are in this particular class really are passionate about giving them everything they got and preparing them. So we're glad to have them as a team in that academy class, and they do a phenomenal job. Okay, in the freshman classroom, this is where our OGs come in. We call him double gangster OG, Bill Lewis. Bill has been with the organization probably the longest. He's been with Orange County, 100 Black Men of Orange County, for over 20 years. He was a past president of our organization. He's one of our major donors. So not only does he give by his actions and the time that he puts in, but he put his own money into the program, and he gives to these young men that are in their first year of high school, all of the passion and knowledge that he has. He's a retired police officer, and he brings so much to the organization. And I believe that the organization has been so successful over the years because of his leadership. So we're so happy to have him. We also have Brother Demetrius Williams in that freshman class. He is a phenomenal individual as well. And he and Bill are a great team in that freshman class because they have the knowledge and understanding and the wisdom to prepare these first year high schoolers to understand what they need to do to get to their next level. So, we are definitely fortunate to have all of these men in these classrooms. Sophomore class, we have another OG, Brother Otis Boyles. He's been with the organization for about 15, 16 years, I believe. And he's also retired. And he brings a great perspective. A lot of the young men that have been through our program, that have graduated, understand how important of what we do. And that's why I think Brother Boyers is one of the reasons why a lot of our alumni come back, because they have such a great memory of our program because of the experience they had with Brother Boyles. Brother Boyles has a really unique approach to getting a young man's attention, getting a young man to understand things differently. He is also retired, has in the government industry, and a lot of his stories, kind of take individuals on trips. He used to travel worldwide and a lot of the stories he used to bring to the class have been very interesting. And so anyone that has graduated from this organization can definitely tell you about Brother Boyles. And his nickname is 007, and because of the type of work he used to be in when he was employed. All right, we have another dynamic brother in the sophomore class as well, Brother Ken Kirkpatrick. He's somewhat newer to our organization. He's been in the organization for a couple years now, and he is a definite asset to that sophomore class. He has a son in the organization, and he's really been bringing a lot of great energy to the classroom to maintain the level of teachings that we give, because I myself used to be in the sophomore class, and Ken has been a great addition. Okay, the juniors. We also have Mr. Orlando Guillory. He has been with our organization as long as I have. I think we've been in the organization now for 5 or 6 years, and he is the gentleman I was talking about earlier that works with Edwards Life Science and brought us that summer externship that have exposed our young men to an industry that can be very lucrative. And so I'm so happy to have him. He's also involved with robotics programs and all these other things. So his amount of experience and intellect, really brings a lot to the table in that organization. He's also with our vice president of our organization, Brother Jabalo Besen, and he is our current vice president of the Orange County 100 Black Men of Orange County. He brings a lot to the table. He's definitely hard worker, new dad, and he brings so much professionalism and knowledge to the table to really help our juniors, because sophomore, juniors, and senior year are critical years. Of course, the freshman year is important too, but sophomore, junior, senior, we're really bogging down to preparing our men to prepare for college, prepare for that next level of education, and prepare for life. And the gentlemen that are running this and being the mentors and advisors in these classes are really are great individuals and great examples of what success looks like. All of them are true professionals or retired from great professions, and we all bring a different dynamic to the table to give to our young men in our classes, and we're all passionate about what we do. In our senior class, we have Brother Rick Archer. He is a gentleman that was our past education committee chairperson. Also currently in our executive committee is our secretary, and takes all of our great minutes and notes to make sure that all of our individuals in our organization have all the information that they need. He's a great leader in his profession, in his family, and at his church. And he is the one that has been the catalyst to prepare our seniors to graduate on time, and prepare for their next level into their higher learning in college or the universities that they do attend. So he is very, very vital in getting our seniors off to their next step. And he's also partnered with Brother Junie Davis. Brother Junie is an entrepreneur in the Orange County area that has his own barbershop, and so he knows everybody on the planet because everybody comes to his barbershop to do different things. He's very, very heavily involved in community service. We, as an organization, will be partnering with him and some of his affiliates to do some of our community service work this year. Dynamic individuals, very, very well known and very beloved in the community because of the things that he's done for the nonprofits and the homeless and all of the community service companies that and organizations that he's involved with. So this is a dynamic diocese of individuals that are going to be teaching and mentoring your young men. Also, we have a parent meeting coordinators, which is our president, Doug Berry, and our current treasurer, Mr. Alvin Blades. And they will be conducting parent meetings with our student parents to make sure that we're all on the same page, make sure you understand that what we're providing your young men, and also talking about different ways that we can partner with you and your sons and the individuals that are in your household to make life easier for you. Because our main goal as mentors is to make life easier with your young man as we teach them what they really need to know and implement in their lives to continue to live in a happy, healthy life. And myself, Derek E. Moore, I'm the Education Committee Chair for this year. I'm also going to be a floater coordinator. So if we have a coordinator or advisor that can't be in attendance for one reason or another, I'll be able to float and fill in those gaps in the classroom. I've been a advisor from the very beginning of me joining this organization 6 years ago. And I've been in the classroom as an advisor mentor, and I love to do this. And I was honored to be awarded the opportunity to be the Education Committee Chair for this year. And we have some really exciting stuff that we've been able to put together. So let's keep on going. So these are your advisors from the Academy, 6th through 8th graders, the freshmen, your sophomores, your juniors, and your seniors. So just understand, if you're new to this organization, new to this group, you will be very happy with what we are able to accomplish as long as you keep your young man into the program. I know it's going to be a different format this year because we are in this COVID and pandemic time where we may not be able to see a lot of each other face to face, but we'll talk about that in a second. But the more that you have exposure to professional men like this, the more you have us pour back into your young men, you'll see a difference. You'll definitely see a difference because, once again, we're in here to help and partner with you in your home. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, let's talk about the 2020-2021 Academy and Passport to the Future schedule calendar. I sent this calendar out to as many individuals that I have the emails for. I don't know if I have everyone's email on this call, but I tried to send this form and this calendar out to everyone so everyone can see what our schedule looks like for this year, so you can put it on your schedule and your calendar. Because one thing that we need to, all of the parents on this call, to understand is that we need your help. We need your partnership. To ask your young man to get up on Saturday morning to be engaged for a mentoring program for 2 hours at 9 a.m. is a lot to ask. We understand that, especially from home, especially over the weekend when they possibly have been doing virtual learning for school all week. They may not want to do it. So we need your partnership to help us get your young man, get your sons up, make sure that they're attentive, make sure they're awake, and make sure they're dressed appropriately to engage in our mentoring program as we do it over this virtual platform. It's definitely different than what we're used to because we have other tactics to be able to do that when we're face to face. But when we're virtual, all we can rely on is the integrity of our mentee and our parents to assist us with this, to get them in front of their computer, turn their video access on, and so we can engage them in what we need to give them for that session. So let's go over the dates of our program for this academic year. And I'll try to get through this as quickly as possible so we can move on to any questions and answers questions that you may have at the end of this presentation. So we're here today on the 26th doing our welcome kickoff. Our first session, welcome back session, will be a get to know session that will be on October the 10th. And we're going to do that face to face. So we have scheduled 4 face-to-face meetings that we will do. Of course, we will follow CDC guidelines, and we will social distance, and we will use our masks, and we will have hand sanitizer and all that great stuff when we do meet face-to-face. But we do want to meet everyone face-to-face to do our get to know on our first welcome back session. That will be on Saturday, October the 10th from 9 to 11. And it will be our outdoor session at the OC Great Park. And we will disseminate that information and exactly where to meet us at this park. It's a dynamic park in Irvine, California that gives us the space to do a outdoor session. And we've already scoped it out. We had a meeting there, and we're going to have some fun times. Not only will we get to know one another, but there may be a basketball court very close by where we might be able to challenge a couple of you young men to see what you got after we meet. So we're going to have some fun times there, but there'll be a face-to-face meeting that we'll have on October the 10th. The next session that we will have will be a virtual session like we're on now. And this will be October the 24th. And we're going to take a virtual field trip. Usually in our regular sessions, we will have a field trip where we take the individuals or meet with the young men in our program somewhere where we can have a field trip as a group. This year, because of the pandemic that we're in, we have to do it virtually. And so we'll have a virtual field trip on October the 24th from 9 to 11. And that will be a virtual meeting on Teams like we're on now. Okay, and then Halloween, of course, is on the October 31st. We won't have anything then. But the second session will be on November the 7th. And this is going to be our self-awareness session where we'll talk about how our young men need to be aware of who they are as an individual, self-awareness. So a lot of good stuff that we've been able to penetrate, in these sessions over the years. And I predict we'll do the same then. That'll be on November the 7th. And the Academy will have their first session with Microsoft on that day. And we'll disseminate all this information and where to go for this lesson. And it will be virtual as well. And then after that, our next session will be on November the 21st. And that will be a STEM session that we will all do, 6th through 8th graders and 9th through 12th graders with Microsoft. And I've been on communication. I've been on conference calls with Microsoft for the last couple of months, and we have some a really exciting STEM program that we're going to disseminate this year. There are going to be some kits that they're going to be sending us that we'll need to disseminate to all of the young men. So there's going to be a physical kit that is probably $100 and some change in value that Microsoft is giving to us to give to all of the individuals in our program to facilitate the STEM program that they're going to be offering us this year. We're so really excited about that. And then that will go into another holiday of Thanksgiving of November 26th. That's a Thursday, of course, so we won't have anything, but we're just putting the holidays here. Also, and then the next session that we will have is December the 5th. And that's our third session. And that'll be our history module that we will be teaching. And we'll also be discussing the history of Kwanzaa. And Kwanzaa is an African-American holiday surrounding in the month of December that was created for our community. A lot of us have heard of Kwanzaa, but don't know the history and what it really means. And we're going to be talking about that as a part of our history module in that December 5th session. Then the second session we have in December will be on December 19th, and that will be our skill development session. And as you see, as you look at this calendar, you probably will see 2 sessions per month based on the date and based on how many weeks are in that month. So and after that December 19th session, of course, we'll go on a little bit of a break. And Christmas this year is on a Friday, on December 25th. Our next session will be another STEM session on January the 16th, which is a great day because that's my birthday. But that will come together again with Microsoft to continue the teachings and STEM sessions that they have for us. Okay, that will also be taught. That will also be taught by Microsoft representative. There have volunteers from Microsoft that are going to be conducting our STEM sessions as well. So Microsoft has doubled down on their participation with us in our program. We're really excited about that. Okay, our next session after that will be our career day, and that will be January the 30th. And we hope to have, and I'm sure we will have, a very, very dynamic career day, just as we have in the past years, where we bring career professionals to the table to talk to the young men about different career paths. So that should be a very great, very unique event and a session for us. In most years, a lot of our young men have said as they go through our program that they've gotten a lot out of those career days and actually have decided on what career paths they wanted to take based off of the career day that they experienced with us. And that's our goal moving forward as well. Let's keep going. So usually we have a Black History Parade right around the first week of February. But because of our pandemic, I don't know if that's going to happen because I don't know if things will be opened up by then. Hopefully so. But right now we have that as a TBD to be determined because we don't know if that's going to happen. If it does, we will let you know in advance when we get that information. And luckily, Brother Junie Davis, who is an advisor in our senior class, is also on the Black History Parade Committee down here in Orange County. So we'll be able to get the information before the public does because he is involved with that every year. He's been involved with them for the last 10 years. And one thing I want to say real quick, too, as we go down this calendar, we're talking about a lot of things in Orange County and where we're going to meet in Orange County and the things we're doing for Orange County and our Orange County history. But we may have some individuals on the line right now, some families that don't live in Orange County. That is totally okay. If you live in anywhere in Southern California and the surrounding counties, we welcome you. We if you want to be a part of our program and want to participate in our program, we welcome you. And because of our platform, it's very much easier to do because we're doing a lot of it virtually. So we can still pour into you as much as we can. So if you're on the outside counties, you still can be involved. It's not just for Orange County students only. I just wanted to make that point really quickly. Okay, let's keep moving. Our next session, session 5, will be February the 13th. And that will be our economic development session for our 9th through 12th graders in the Passport program. But the Academy will also have another session with Microsoft to do a special program for you directly on that day. And we'll once again give you more information about that. And then after that, we'll have our next session will be February the 27th. And that will be a STEM Academy program that we will all participate in, all classes, 6th through 12th grade with Microsoft. And that will be virtual as well. Moving on, March the 13th will be conflict resolution session. And let me back up a little bit. I'm sorry. On December 19th with the skill development session, that will be another outdoor session that we'll have. at OC Great Park in Irvine, and that'll be another time we'll be able to get together. And that's on the December 19th. And then we'll have another outdoor session on our 6th session, the conflict resolution session on March the 13th. So that'll be our 3rd outdoor session there. Okay, then we'll move into the session number 7, March the 27th, and that will be our health and wellness module that we will do for our passport classes, 9th through 12th grade. And the academy will be with Microsoft again on that day. And then we'll go into session 8, April the 10th. That'll be our communication module. And then session number 9 is our leadership session, which will be April the 24th. And that'll be our last scheduled outdoor session at OC Great Park in Irvine. And if things open up and we're able to get together sooner than that, we will potentially do so. But we will just play that by ear and let you know as we get more information in terms of what we can and can't do in coming together. Now, ultimately, we would like to be together more, but because of the pandemic that we're in, we have to follow these rules and follow these protocols. Okay, so and then May the 9th, we'll have a first year and the senior year final practice, getting prepared for our senior graduation. And then on May the 15th will be our graduation ceremony for our seniors. And we hope that we have a dynamic senior class to be able to send off into the world in the right way. And we're looking forward to this entire passport program this year, because we have a lot of great surprises and a lot of great things that we're going to experience. Even in this pandemic time, we'll have to do it virtually. We have a lot of surprises that I think a lot of the parents and the students will definitely enjoy. So that is our passport to the future and academy schedule calendar that we just went over. And so let's keep moving. I know you may have a lot of questions. Please write those questions down. And then at the very end, with our question and answer session, please ask all the questions that you have in reference to the calendar or anything else that we've talked about today. Thank you for your patience. All right, let's keep going through the presentation so we can get to our question and answers. Okay, graduating senior scholarships. So we want everyone to understand that we want to not only help mentally with our students and our seniors that are graduating out, but we also are giving back monetarily as well. So each student that has the ability to earn $500 a year, okay, and that starts as a freshman in high school in the passport program. So in the 4 years that you're in the passport program, you have the ability to earn up to the student has the ability to earn up to $500 in scholarship dollars per year, okay? The final amount will be based upon their attendance in the passport program. And that's, once again, their 9th through 12th grade years. Okay, excused absences will be excused absences will be forgiven. The amount each year will be reduced for unexcused absences. And we have a matrix where we identify the attendance of every student through our sessions. And so we'll know what deductions may have to be implemented, if any, because they weren't involved in the program fully. Okay. And then students have to successfully graduate to receive this award. And then students also have to successfully complete the program. So you have to graduate high school and have all your credits to graduate. And you also have to complete our program to receive these scholarship dollars.
Garrett, can I chime in?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to ask all the participants, all the students, to put your name in the chat so that we can take attendance for today. So if you're your student or if you are participating in a program this year, go ahead and put your name in the chat so that we can get you credit for today.
And if you could chat.
Can you give them a quick tutorial to get to the chat?
Yeah, there's a little, looks like a box with a point down at the bottom. If you select that, then it'll open up the chat window and just type into the chat your name.
And if you're a parent on this call in substituting for the student because the student couldn't be here, please write your student's name in the chat as well.
Mr. Moy?
It says that it's the chat.
Yeah, we can't chat.
Yeah, we can't chat.
You can't type it in.
Yeah.
It says it's only for team members.
Only team members can.
Okay, we didn't set up the call for, it should have set up for chats. That's on us.
Okay. Well,
So-
I think what we could probably do is at the end of this call, we should be able to identify who the participants were on the call, and we can associate the participant name with the students that's registered and everything, and take attendance that way.
Actually, you can also look at the invite list, and the names will actually be on there.
Yeah, the
There'll be a couple of
participants are on
outliers.
there.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. So we'll take attendance based off of that. Very good. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. So passport schedule versus the academy schedule. Let's make sure that is clear. So passport to the future schedule is the schedule for the 9th through 12th graders. And the 9th through 12th graders will participate in all 16 sessions. And you can see the full calendar that we just went over to clarify and confirm those dates. Okay, the academy schedule. Okay, that's the 6th through 8th graders. And you will participate in 8 of the sessions, and most of them will be with Microsoft. Okay, and the academies, the 6th through 8th graders, these are your calendar dates that you will be participating. Saturday, October the 10th, Saturday, November 7th, Saturday, November 21st, Saturday, January the 16th, Saturday, January the 30th, Saturday, February 13th, Saturday, March 27th, and so I just want to make sure that the academy parents understand that the academy will have some reduced sessions, but these are the sessions that we would have them participate in. Okay. So all right. And so the next slide, I think the young men are really going to be excited about. Brother Jamal, are you on the call? I'm not sure if he is or not. Brother Jamal, okay, no problem. Brother Freeman, Jeff Freeman, are you on the call? All right, no problem. Let's keep going. So I wanted to talk about this new scenario that we're bringing to the table that I know the young men are going to be very excited about. Passport Gaming Challenge program. And we are doing a collaboration with Microsoft with this scenario because the gaming platform that we're going to be using is Xbox. And Microsoft has a direct correlation and relationship with Xbox. And so it's going to be really fun.
Excuse me,
yes.
Brother Moore. Jamal said his call dropped and he's calling right back in to address the gaming scenario for you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You guys are going to be very excited about this we're doing. So Jamal, are you there? Okay. Well,
he's trying to link up right now.
Okay. So when Jamal comes on, I'm going to let him really explain in detail what we're doing. But so I'm assuming that most of our students that are on this call and in our program enjoy video games. Just a little bit, huh? Just a little bit. Well, we've come up with a gaming competition tournament that I truly believe that you'll like. Not only are you going to receive award-winning mentoring, but you're going to love this gaming competition scenario as well. And we've chose to only use certain games in this competition. I know some of you may like, some of the other games that were a little bit maybe violent or games that your parents might not want you to play. So we've determined that we're only going to pick from certain types of games like the sports games, Apex or Fortnite. But what is the game? Grand Theft Auto? No, we can't play that one. And all of our gamers probably understand why.
Hey guys, sorry about that. My call just dropped.
Sure, no problem, Jamal. So I was just telling the young men and the families and everyone on the call about this great new gaming challenge program that we're putting together, and I would love for you to share some details surrounding it.
Definitely. So good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. Basically, the program that we're putting together, we want to show you guys what's going on in the esports industry overall. Right? Video games. I like to play video games. A bunch of my contemporaries play as well. The difference is there's a lot of folks that are my contemporaries that are making a lot of money playing video games and being involved in the video game industry or the esports industry overall. There's a lot of things that encompass the esports industry, and we want you guys to know about that and what's available to you in the industry. I mean, from legal, being a lawyer in the industry to being presidents of companies, as well as being athletes and players, right? I know that you hear the big numbers about making $3-4 million as athletes, but think about it. Somebody pays those athletes. So we want you to know who pays those athletes and the owners of those companies, what's happening in this emerging world. So you'll get some seminars with some top folks who play in the industry and understand what's going on in the industry. And then you'll also get to compete. So you'll get to compete against each other. You'll get to compete against former members, and you'll get to compete against other folks that will rally into play. Now, I know it's intimidating playing against guys like me because I'm probably going to take every single one of you at every game, but that's fine. You can prepare yourselves and we'll have a good time. We're going to have a lot of prizes. We're going to have some cash prizes that are going to be involved with this. So, you'll also get a chance to win some money, but you'll also get some other prizes that we'll announce along the way. So fill out your questionnaires and let us know what your thoughts are and let us know what you want. We're trying to provide this for you the way you want it. But just know you'll get a full circle and 360 look at the esports industry overall while competing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really excited about this. And Jamal, kind of talk about, how we chose the games that we wanted to put into this challenge and why we may not be using some of the other games that and really kind of talk about the opportunities that are out there to be in the gaming industry where people are making millions of dollars, in this esport industry.
Absolutely. So, there's a few things, right? So from picking the games that we picked, obviously we're picking games that are a bit more neutral and things that we feel as an organization are something that we can get behind and part of the industry we can get behind. It's tough to get behind things that are more violent and first-person shooter games that are really not part of what our goals are and the structure of the things that we want to lead with as mentors. So when you look at more other games like sporting games, let's say like an NBA 2K or a Madden, even Apex isn't as strong, isn't as let's say challenging on the eye or as difficult for us to send our messages through. Same for Fortnite and other games, right? As far as the industry and the things we want to showcase and the things we want you to understand and see and what's available, we have quite a few things. We have quite a few things that are available to us to showcase, right? So, one, the owner side. A lot of these NFL and NBA teams have decided to purchase and own esports teams, right? So you look at guys, and you look at the NBA as a whole. They have an entire subdivision, as you guys know, of the NBA 2K League. Now that league is run by entire subdivision of presidents, vice presidents, similar to the WNBA, but it's an entire other business format that showcases exactly what can be done from parent companies wanting to expand into esports, right? So we want to show you that. To the player side, we want to get you guys to see what some of these influencers and what some of these guys are making with regards to playing the game and streaming the game on platforms like Twitch. For those of you, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Twitch and watch a lot of gamers on Twitch already. For those of you that aren't on Twitch and want to see gamers, essentially that's a platform where guys your age are making a lot of money. All right, these kids are being able to broadcast the games that they're playing, building a large fan base, and folks are paying them to play these games and showcase their skills of playing these games while on the platform. Those are all strategies and business strategies you should understand early, because you're watching these kids that are showcasing, highlighting themselves in these cars, and they're highlighting themselves in these houses and these places that they're giving you the quote unquote image. But there's a lot of things that go behind that with regards to where that money is really going and where they're really saving for the future and what happens when they can no longer play. So these kids have a business manager and financial planners to set them up so that things are done the correct way. And we want to show those things to you. So those are just some small parts of the things that we'll be doing. And look, I don't want to scare you guys with the fact that there is an educational component to this. We're going to play games. Like, we're just going to play. Like, it's going to be mentors and folks, and we're going to sit there and do what you guys already do. We're going to talk trash. We're going to have real conversations, and we're going to play these games.
That's right. That's right. So all the trash talkers, you know what I'm saying, bring your A game, you know what I mean? Because I think we have some gamers that are adults that might give you a run for your money.
That's 100%. Absolutely.
All right. Indeed. So yeah, really excited about this, and I think the young men will be too. So really good stuff. And the fact that Microsoft has come in, and we actually had a conversation with them yesterday, Jamal and I, and they're really bringing their A game to the table as well. And they wanted to collaborate with us. They're talking to reps over at Xbox with some Xbox, knowing Xbox controller creator, and trying to bring some really dynamic people and really hard hitter in industry people to the table to be a part of what we're doing. So this is just the start. We're doing this as a pilot to kind of build this into something phenomenal. This is going to be a program, not just a challenge, not just a competition, but a program we're putting together surrounding it. And hopefully our pilot program we're putting together will be implemented across the board, because there are a lot of 100 Black Men of America chapters around the country that have reached out to Microsoft, trying to partner with them in some way. And I think that what we're doing is groundbreaking, and they can use us as a catalyst or as an example or sample to spread through the rest of the country. And when we get our program in place, we can also do challenges against other chapters in California and around the country. So this can really get big, really quickly. So really excited about it. Thank you, Jamal, for your leadership and helping us put all this together.
Absolutely. And guys, please chime in with regards to what you want to see and exactly what you would like from this. This is for you. We know the things that we want to give you from a structure perspective, but when you're filling out that survey, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to reply or reach out to us and say, hey, it would be cool if we did X in the tournament. That's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. All right. Very good. So the Passport Gaming Challenge program is going to be great. So let's keep going. All right. So Passport schedule format. What would the program look like this year? Okay, 90% of the sessions will be virtual or online. There will be at least 4 face-to-face sessions, like we talked about on the calendar. We will get together at the OC Great Park in Irvine for the face-to-face sessions. We'll start the gaming competition with students. Passport alumni will participate in the program as well, specifically probably with the gaming competition scenario. We have one of our alumni that just graduated from Morehouse that is headlining Mr. Michael Freeman. He's going to be working with the alumni to help assist, lead some of the gaming tasks that need to be done for the program. And so we're excited about that because, once again, that's re-engaging our alumni that have come through our program already. And then Microsoft has donated 50 laptop computers to us as well. And really excited about that. We will talk about how we're going to disseminate. We have only a certain number of computers, so we will disseminate on a needed basis on individuals that need operating systems to facilitate the STEM programming and our mentoring program. So we'll be disseminating those as we meet our families, meet our students, understand who is in our classes, and understand what the needs are. And we will give back to that. And once again, Microsoft is doubling down. So we're so happy with this partnership. Okay, so we're at the end now of my presentation. I appreciate you indulging me. I know that's a lot of information, and I know you're probably tired of hearing me speak, so I would like to hear back from you guys. So we're going to unmute all of the microphones, and if you're not speaking and you're just listening and you have background noise, we ask that you do mute yourself. But we want to open up the question and answer session now so we can all talk about and discuss anything that you have concerns or questions about. So this is your time to ask your questions.
Hey, Derek, I think it'd be a good idea to have everyone raise their hand if they have a question, and then we can call them that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So anyone have any questions for us? Okay. I think that was just some background. Can everyone hear us? And I think everyone is muted now. Let me see.
I think we got Carly Montgomery. They have a question.
Yes. Hi. Good morning. Thank you so much for putting this together and all the mentors volunteering your time. We're new, but I had a question. I think the Microsoft Gaming Challenge sounds fabulous. I have a son who's really interested in esports. I'm thinking about, as far as having a PlayStation or Xbox. We don't have one here at our house. My kids haven't typically played that. Does Microsoft really offer like a discount or anything where they could practice and play here at home?
I could definitely talk to them about that. But Jamal, what would your response be in reference to that? Because we do have a solution for individuals that don't have the gaming devices.
Yeah, so we're going to be setting up, and that's part of building out the program. We're going to be setting up stations with regards to socially distant locations, so that folks can come out and play. But from a hardware perspective, that's part of one of the things we want to know, like who does or who doesn't have X, because we are working on a solution. I don't want to put it out there, but let's just say it's good to know, and definitely we'll be resolving that issue for a lot of folks quickly.
Okay, then. Thank you.
And I believe we're going to stay with the Xbox platforms because PlayStation is a Microsoft competitor, and
okay.
We want to keep our Microsoft relationship right and tight.
Okay.
Definitely. So, but Xbox is the platform that we're essentially in. Microsoft is the team, obviously, that we're going to be that we are partnered with. But Xbox is the platform that we're looking to resolve a lot of that need with.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So I'll see that.
So one other thing too is that one advantage of Xbox is that a lot of games that are on Xbox are actually compatible with PC as well. So you can actually play on that platform if you do have a gaming PC. For those that
Very good. Very good. All right. Any more questions? Ask us anything. This is your time to ask any questions you may have.
Hi, I have we're new to the program. My name's Tiffany Wright. I'm Kobe Dozier's mom.
Hello, Tiffany. How are you?
Hi, thank you for having us. And
Sure.
he's a high school senior at Hamilton,
Okay.
and we're knee deep in the college application process.
Sure.
Although I have a doctorate degree, I'm out of the game and would like any guidance you could give in terms of this process.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well, he'll be working with brother Rick Archer, the senior advisor. Rick, you want to touch on that?
Yes, sir. I got you. We'll spend a lot of time dealing with the application process as well as what is some of the monies that are available. The whole premise of the senior year or program is to prepare them for what life is like after high school, be it going to college, dealing with making decisions on their own, dealing with their finances on their own. How does the world work in when they leave their mama's house, basically mom and daddy house? So part of that is the college application process, making sure that they're hitting those deadlines and understand um, the FAFSA and all the different things that are associated with moving on to that next level of education.
Okay, I appreciate it. We definitely need help with the organizational piece, so thank you.
And what we can probably do, and as an education committee, is kind of talk about different ways that we can be more supportive, because there are several different resources that are out there to assist in, college preparation and applications process and everything. So we'll talk about the different ways that we can be more supportive.
And this year is going to be a lot different. I mean, there's stuff that we have to learn because I think the UCs have done away with the SAT, ACT requirements. So there's a lot of new things that's happened in 2020, 2021 that we haven't had to deal with before. So there's definitely some things that we need to kind of brush up on as well. So we'll try to be on top of that. I got my work cut out. Well, our team has our work cut out for us this year.
Brother Moore.
Looks like
Yes, sir.
Kenya Lake Caldwell has a
It's
question.
Otis. One of the things that we want to do is get started early in that process.
Right. Agreed. So when we meet face to face on our first face to face meeting, all of of course we want to meet everyone, but the senior parents and the seniors will meet with Brother Archer, and we'll talk about where you are in your process in reference to your applications, your scholarship opportunities, and where you've gone to try to receive them, and the different grants that are out there, because there are several grants out there where you may be able to be awarded that you don't have to get any type of financial aid and things of that nature. So we're trying to help as much as possible. If they don't have any academic or athletic scholarship opportunities, there's money out there to help it go on to the next level to make it easier on your pocket. So once again, we're in partnership with you, and so we want to help you get there and the path of least resistance. So because we do understand that being a student in college, ever since we've been in college, you can incur a lot of debt, and if there are ways that we can get there without incurring so much debt. So we want to help you understand what those resources are, and so we can benefit you in the most.
It looks like Kenya Lake Caldwell has a question.
Okay, Kenya, go ahead.
I have a question about the gaming championship. What challenges are we gonna have for certain games like Fortnite?
Oh, repeat your question one more time. What we're gonna have?
What challenges are we going to have for one of the games like Fortnite?
Jamal, could you speak to that?
I mean, we're still working out exactly what challenges those will be. I mean, there'll be traditional challenges that you would see in most tournaments, from kills and things of that nature. But we're still trying to. Michael Freeman and I are still trying to figure out exactly what those challenges will be. We'll lay out exactly when we see how many folks want to compete in what games. We'll lay that out, but we'll give you guys a rundown of what everything will be in the tournaments way ahead of time.
Okay.
Next question is from the Glaze family.
Okay.
I don't remember if you said this or not, but what is going to be the
prizes for the competition.
Right to the prizes, huh? Right to the money, huh? I
So
understand.
did they hear anything else other than the gaming?
Right. Hey, motivation is motivation, right?
Who asked that question? Who asked that question?
Someone from the Blaze family.
Yeah.
It's all good. So look, I'll tell you right now, there's a cash prize of $500 that's already been put up. And we have other sponsors and other folks that are going to be putting up other prizes, right? So it really depends on which tournament, right? So Fortnite tournament will have a different prize than the, NBA 2K and the Madden tournament, all depending on the size of the tournament and how many folks we have in each. So, it could be from a Surface to an Xbox to $500 or a piece of $500 per se. It really just depends. It depends.
I think we should put it out there that this is not a free-for-all to ask your parents to give you extra time to practice on your gaming skills.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Do remember, I did say there was an educational component prior to the tournament, guys.
Yeah. Exactly. And understand this, what we're going to teach and what you're going to learn really quickly about us as your mentors and advisors is homework comes first. You got to finish that schoolwork first and then, get into those extracurriculars. I mean, and I'm not just talking about the gaming. I'm talking about the sports and everything too, because we have some student athletes on the line as well. And we push student athlete is the student is first and then the athlete. I'm a student athlete myself. I had a football and track scholarship to Arizona State. So I know that game. Brother Rick, he played football for University of Michigan. We know that game. You know what I mean? And so, we're coming from a unique perspective of what we know what it takes to be successful to get your college degree as well as a student athlete. And it's the same. It is same as being a student athlete in high school or junior high. You got to be a student first.
Don't forget about Brother Ken at Air Force Academy playing basketball.
Absolutely. That's right. So we have student athletes that are advising you, and we'll get you there, but you have to follow the script, and that's being a student is first, and being a student and being an esport athlete, because these esport individuals, they're athletes as well, and they're individuals that receive athletic scholarships to play video games in this esports in some of these universities around the country. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, but you have to be a student first. So we're talking about having fun, and we're talking about doing all these great things, but you have to take care of your business first, and we're all about that. And if you're not, just like my son, if he doesn't maintain a certain GPA, he's in the 10th grade now on varsity football and everything. If he doesn't maintain a particular GPA, he ain't playing. Me and his mom are on him about that. So we're going to be on you the same way. So, your education is first, and then everything else comes later.
And as Brother Orlando pointed out, we look at progress reports. Every time you get a report card and a progress report, it should be coming to us.
Absolutely.
That's part of the requirement to be a part of this program, is that we track grades, and grades are number one. And if you're, Derek and talked about being a student athlete, most of you guys probably, unless you're really serious about it, you don't even know about the clearinghouse, NCAA clearinghouse. That is the guidelines for which student athletes can play at college level. That means that there's a sliding scale between your SAT score and your GPA. The higher your GPA, the more lenient they are on SAT. The lower your GPA, the better your SAT score has to be. So basically, they don't want you in college and graduating and still not able to read. So the biggest piece of it, we watch grades, and grades are probably of participation, and grades and report cards are that's the key to our program. All the other stuff, you need to be there, and we need to see your grades. Everything else is gravy.
And understand this too. Don't be ashamed of where you are, because if you're not proficient in some subject, and we see that you're having some challenges in some classes, we need to know that, because we have resources also to get you tutoring to help you with those subjects and all these things, because we're interested in your success. We will help you get there. So when we do the progress reports, we're going to be just like your parents, and we're going to be very interested in understanding what your plan is. And if you don't have one, we'll help you put one together.
Brother Moore, could I say something?
Absolutely.
One of the key foundations of our organization is that we want to help you understand how to be a successful Black man to navigate your way through all of these obstacles in life.
That's right.
That's paramount in what our mission is, because a lot of things that we're going to teach you, you're not going to learn in school, about your history, where your descendants come from. One of the things that we try to emphasize to you as an individual is that you need to talk to and learn from the oldest person in your family, because they have a lot of knowledge that you need to pass on to you and get an understanding of that. And we want you to learn how to be proud of yourself as a Black man and how to represent yourself in the community, okay? Because there's a lot of things that you will hear and see that people will tell you what they expect from you to be, but that's not necessarily who you are. So we want to help you in those regards. So, the gaming, those are things to entertain you and help you. And there's a lot of things, as Jamal said, there's an opportunity in that business from a business perspective. So we like you to look at it from a business perspective and not just from a consumer, okay? Because the background of that, there's a lot of money and a lot of dynamics, math and science that takes place to make all of that occur. And we want you to be knowledgeable about that, okay? We want you to be business owners, not just consumers, okay? So understand that and know that we're here to help you in that regard, because it's like our thing says, what you see is what you can be. We want you to be proud of that. So I'm excited that everybody, is interested in the game part, but I'm more excited that you would want to know your Black history and who you are and what your descendants are and where you come from. Okay.
That's right. That's right. Well said, brother. Well said.
Next question was from Eli Walters.
Brother Walters.
Oh, hi. Sorry. I don't really have a question. It's more kind of just like a heads up type thing, because I know a lot of people do play Fortnite. There is a split screen option that you guys might find out, but you can't really do single player with it. It's only for like team-based matchmaking and stuff like that. So I was just gonna let you guys know, because that is an option, but it's not like a solo thing. And then another question I had was going to be when are you guys gonna send out the like the whole schedule and stuff? Is it gonna be after the meeting?
The schedule of the passport program?
Yes.
Or the schedule of the gaming challenges?
Yeah, both.
Well, we've talked about the schedule for the passport program already. I don't know how long you've been on the call, and we will roll out the gaming schedule as we lock everything in. And Jamal, did you want to speak on the split screen comment?
Yeah, no, thank you. We will definitely keep that in mind with regards to as part of the challenge. And as far as the gaming challenge schedule, that's also part of what the questionnaire and filling out the questionnaire is about. We really wanted to know how many people are interested in playing which games, so we can structure the tournaments for you. And then the tournaments will happen after our passport sessions. All right, so just know that after the passport sessions, we'll have a break, and then we'll go into what'll be the tournaments thereafter for specific days. We won't have 18 tournaments. But we will have a large number of tournaments, large number of prizes, and we will definitely, most importantly, be showing you the large number of opportunities and job opportunities at Microsoft and Xbox, during this process, so you can have something to look at to be in the industry as well as playing in it.
Exactly. And just to let you know really quickly, to participate in this gaming challenges and tournaments, you have to participate in the passport sessions first. You have to be present. You have to be accounted for. You have to go through our mentoring sessions first, and then at the end of those sessions, then we'll start the challenging and everything. So you can't just show up.
That means you started on time.
Right.
You were started at the beginning of the session, that session date, and you went through the entire session.
Exactly.
You weren't late, because that's part of our program. If you're not on time to a program or to a date, especially now that we're all virtual, it makes absolutely no sense for you to be able to reap the rewards of the gaming tournament afterwards.
Exactly. And just to let you know, I want everyone to understand this too. The relationship that we have with Microsoft is a Black organization within Microsoft. It's called BAM, Blacks at Microsoft. And we were introduced to them about 3 years ago when they had a Minority Student Day at Microsoft. And a friend of mine who works at Microsoft reached out to us as an organization and to invite our students in. And we did video challenges and everything. In the first 2 years we were involved, we won first, second, and third places in the video challenges out of about 200 students with at different organizations and different schools and whatnot. And we just continue to build our relationship, and to a point where now they're really doubling down and really involved in our organization. And we were being taught by and we're introduced to a lot of the Black management and executives in Microsoft that really rallied around our program. And now we're cultivating that relationship. So everything that we do, is based around individuals that look like you and look like us that are in high positions in this organization with Microsoft. So it's a great scenario, and we plan to continue to build that relationship to higher heights. I'm really excited about it.
They're really great people, and I can say this, guys, it's like you get an opportunity to learn from some of the top entrepreneurs and top folks at an organization that's clearly giving back to us, right? So it's just an awesome opportunity for you guys to see internally what those guys can do and what you can be doing as well.
Next question is from Kyrie Hilton.
Brother Hilton.
Oh, is it too late for someone to join since today was the first day?
No, it's fine. You're talking about yourself or someone else?
My cousin.
Okay. What grade is he in?
Junior. He's a junior.
He's a junior in high school. Okay, very good. Does he live here in Southern California?
Yes. Yes.
Just
Yeah.
He's in LA County.
He's in LA County. Okay, yeah, sure, absolutely. All you have to do is go to the registration link and register, and we'll be in touch with him to join, and we'll give him the information on how he can join. And just to let everyone know, we aren't immediately closing down registration. We will keep registration open for a couple of months after we start. We would like everyone to start at the very beginning, but if individuals hear about us after we start, that's fine. We're not going to close our registration until November the 30th. They will, if they don't register and join until then, they will miss several sessions before that time. So we want to get people in right away, but we're not going to close registration until November 30th. So if a person that you think that will be greatly interested in our program would like to join, definitely send them the registration information that you've received and you have, so they can receive, or they can go to our website. There's all types of different ways that they can get involved with us. But the registration link is the easiest.
There are no further hands up at this time.
Okay.
Just want to make sure that we also know that our the schedule is on the website. So the passport schedule is on the website. So if you want to download it there, you can.
Okay. Very good, very good. All right. If there's no other questions, I would like to open up the floor to our membership. Is anyone else, any other brothers or advisors or mentors that are on the line, would you like to share any comment before we end this presentation?
I like to say that Orlando is really not at the beach. He just looks like he is.
I'm always chilling.
Oh, we got another question from Daphne.
Okay. All right, Daphne.
You raised your hand.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Daphne. Go ahead.
Okay, quick. I just wanted to say that one of your members, I don't know if he's a member this year, but he was Mr. Garrison, Ernest Garrison. My child I reached out and got some math tutoring for him from Mr. Garrison for several months. And at the end of the year, his 8th grade year, which just passed, my son got a math award. And that was huge.
That's great.
So I could not believe it. Mr. Garrison was just a guru and just at 100 black men. So thank you all.
Absolutely. We're really excited to hear that he had the improvement in math in that way, to working with Brother Garrison. And we still have direct contact with the brother. He's not far away. So that's what we're talking about, parents. If your student has some issues in any subject, and sometimes culturally, for some reason, we have big issues, big problems in math. And it's so I don't understand it, because when you really understand our history, we created math. Your ancestors created math, so we should be proficient in this. But sometimes we're not. So we do have resources to help you in your subjects, and that's a great testimony. Thank you, Sister Daphne, for sharing, because that's what we're all about. We're all about sharing the resources that are going to help your student get to the next level. So congratulations to Chris, and when I see him, I'm gonna give him a great kudos for that award.
We'll go to Brother Norm, and then we'll follow it up with President Barry.
Sure.
You're on mute, Norm.
Go ahead, Norm.
Norm, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, welcome to all the returning families, as well as the new families that are joining us out there. I know a vast majority of the program has a focus on the students, but I do so want to underscore the fact of parents, we really need your participation and be fully engaged. This program only works with your participation and engagement. So just wanted to kind of remind everyone of that and encourage parents to kind of be actively engaged. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, brother.
Norm, can I chime on what you just said? Norm himself was a actual passport parent before he became a member of the 100 Black Men. So if there's any fathers that want to be a part of our program as well, Norm is actually a membership chair, so he will be the person to contact about that. But definitely, we are always looking for more Black men who want to pour into our Black boys.
And he also graduated his son through the program as well. Yeah, so that's a great accomplishment, and great to have this brother really taking a lot of leads in the organization. So I think President Barry, Brother Ben Law, and Brother Otis raised their hand as well.
Okay, let me just jump in and say I want to thank Brother Moore and the Ed Committee for putting not only this program together for today, but for the schedule and for all that's going to be going on during this session year. You guys put in a lot of work, came up with a fantastic program that's really enhanced what we've been doing in the past. So I want to thank you, brothers, for that. I want to thank the parents and the students who have participated today. From the parent standpoint, I am involved with the parent coordination. So if you have not given us your email, I need to get your email address so I can communicate with you. We're going to have 3 or 4 sessions strictly with the parents. And so I can get that information really be helpful. But again, I want to thank everybody that's been a part of this today. That's all.
Absolutely. Our pleasure. Double O.
And one of the things that I wanted to mention is that this program is free to your kids. And one of the things that we would like to emphasize is to make sure that they are attentive and here on time, because that's important for us, because we spend a lot of time preparing ourselves for these interactions with your kids, and we would like for them to be there on time. As I think Brother Archer mentioned, you don't have to travel this year. You can get up from your bed to your computer in like 30 seconds and be attentive. And we just need you to be there and listen, because some of the information that we're going to give you are going to be pearls of knowledge that will help you through the rest of your life. And I'm very excited, and I want to thank Brother Moore and the team to see so many people online today. We would like to get more people. So if you know somebody who would like to join this program, let them know. It's not too late. Any parent, if you want to join, it's not too late. We need to each one help one. We all got to do this together. So as we grow the organization, we'll get better and stronger. And I just want to thank everybody for their participation today, and stay safe and healthy.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, brother. And just to let the students know, once again, I understand that there's going to be a lot of excitement around this gaming, but we are sticklers on being responsible and doing what you're supposed to do in the household, at school, and everything else, and being on time. On time is a big thing. On time is a big thing. On time with the 100 Black Men of Orange County will dictate your money, because you can make up to $500 a year just for showing up. And it's even easier now because all you have to do is get up and get in front of a computer instead of being at a place at a time. So because it's easier, we're probably going to put some harsh instructions on this gaming scenario. If you're a certain amount of time late for a passport session, you can't play in the tournament. That's just how it is. It's life. You need to learn that piece about being on time in life right now. And if it's something that you really want to do, you're going to be on time for it. And you're going to make sure that you need to do what you need to do that. So there's going to be some instructions, there's some rules surrounding our tournament, and we'll roll that out. But time is going to be a real factor. So be on time, and hopefully that will cultivate into your regular life. Because Ice Cube once said, if you're on time, you're late. If you can't be on time, be early. And if you assess that into the rest of your life, you'll make a precedent, and you'll make a first great impressions from anybody that you meet, whether it be business, personal, what have you. So a lot of things you're going to learn through this process and working with us, and hopefully it'll help you in your life.
Brother Ben.
Hey, welcome again. Ditto, everybody. It's good to be here another year. 100 Black Men of Orange County, grateful, and great news, Daphne. Love that Adam just pulled through. Tell him I said hello. Norman and I missed him, missed his energy. The kid was just unbelievable. So I'm sure there's other testimonies out there from other students, and we look forward for that recognition as well. So I want to put a challenge out. Otis, you said it perfectly. A challenge out to the students and parents. We want to double what we have right now. I think there's currently 57 participants that are online now. I think that's pretty accurate. We want to double that. So reach out to your friends, family members, and just reach out about this program. So I challenge you by next meeting. I'd love to double this. You see what's going on. You see what the potential is. We're excited. A plethora of experience of men doing awesome things, serving our community, serving our students, serving our people. And we want to continue to do that. So the more we have, the more opportunities that we get to plant some seeds and have a wonderful year. So Derek Morgan, again, thank you. I congratulate you, my brother. Great job. And team members on the ed side, as far as you guys are awesome men. I want to emulate. And that's why I show up on a regular basis, to be of service, to serve my people, to serve my community. And that's what we do. So that's all. I look forward to seeing you guys.
Appreciate that, Brother Law.
Looks like the Glaze family has another question.
Go ahead. Glaze family?
I'm sorry, my mic was off.
Sure, no problem.
Couple of quick questions. So I have my oldest son's already graduated high school, but he is 17 years old. He is a freshman now at in college, but he never had the chance to go through a program like this. And I was wondering, can I have him piggyback on possibly with my 9th grader and my 6th grader, and also possibly bring my 5th grader in who'll be in the program next year. I have 4 boys, and I'm just, okay. I love. Right. Yeah, I see you raise your hands.
well, sister, it sounds like you need our help. You need some help with all those boys.
I do. I definitely do. They're great kids, but it's not easy. So.
Yeah, sure. I definitely understand. Well, we can't. Let's put it like this: in a virtual world, and if their computer device is on and they're in video chat and there are people around that are listening to what we're talking about, it's understandable. Typically, if we were doing a face-to-face program, we would have closed-door sessions because some of the conversations that we have with our sophomores, juniors, and seniors will not be the same conversations we'll have with our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders because it's different content, it's different experience, and everything else. It's going to be a little bit different this year. So
we still will have breakout rooms, correct?
We will have breakout rooms. Absolutely. We will break up into our different class sections. So we don't want to say no to your younger 5th graders or your college freshmen. But if we can be of influence in our virtual world in some form or fashion, we would definitely welcome that. Hopefully, at our national, just to let you know, our national organization, 100 Black Men of America, they have what they call a Collegiate 100, which is a mentoring program for college students. And then they also have the Emerging 100, which is a mentoring program for college graduates that are getting into the workforce. And we are a small organization, and ultimately we would love to incorporate some of the national agenda programs as well with the Collegiate 100 and Emerging, but we're not there just yet. But down the line, who knows? We may be able to do so as well because we do have a lot of our Passport alumni that are reaching back out to us. So it may happen organically. So we'll keep everybody informed as things continue to progress. But right now, we don't service 5th, anything under 6th grade or in the college level. But if they do participate in the sessions, just listen in on the sessions, I don't think that should be a big issue.
Or you drove them down, right?
Brother Moore, can I just say for the 17-year-old college freshman,
yep.
I would love to have him in my session.
Absolutely. That's great.
Because he will add value for me because he can be able to confirm a lot of the stuff that we say to the seniors that know everything.
Absolutely.
Well, with him, unfortunately, he graduated at 16, so he's a young freshman.
Yeah, so he's a little genius over there, huh?
He's studying to be a pilot. Yay!
Yay!
Well, that's Ken Kirkpatrick, actually a pilot with United.
Yes, Miss Glaze. Miss Glaze.
I think the short answer, everybody, is yes. He could sit in.
Yes.
He may not get the benefit of the rewards for the money and the other things, but the knowledge that we're going to pass on, absolutely. So, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's great. Absolutely
Ms.
great.
Glaze, please contact me offline so we could talk about the flying stuff, please.
Please, yes. Thank you.
And Eli, we have another question.
Hi, it's Eli's mom. So I didn't, I've been kind of listening and about if there's any resources for ACT, SAT prep in college. Eli's a junior, so he's starting to look at different colleges, and I just wanted to know if you're going to have anything like that. We have several things, but we're just trying to set up our calendar to work with him, as he starts this college process.
Well, really, to respond to that, we don't have anything concrete 100% in place right now, but I do want to sit down and talk with Brother Rick Archer and the senior class and other advisors as well in reference to a resource that we might have for ACT and SAT prep courses and whatnot. We have not solidified that yet, but that is something that we're interested in because, once again, we want to support as much as possible, and we'll be back in touch with you when we come to an agreement on how we can help.
Okay, and then on like college resources and admission officers or anything like that, he's looking at the UCs and then HBCUs and then possibly some other local colleges or state colleges.
Absolutely. And that's probably one thing, some of the subject matter that you talk about with Brother President Barry in the parenting classes. We'll talk about all these things. You can tell us what you would like to see and what you need, and we'll base our actions forward based off of those surveys and understanding what you need.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure, no problem.
So, actually, this is Jabala. I'm actually the advisor in the junior class, and I wanted to kind of emphasize that, even like in preparation for like writing college essays or applying for scholarships, I believe it starts earlier than the senior year. It actually starts in the junior year. So that's something that Brother Orlando and I will be touching on, trying to help students develop their personal essays, coming up with personal statements, developing elevator speech, applying for different scholarships, learning where to look for certain scholarships, and just getting prepared for college. Also trying to write resumes, getting those out to try and prepare for looking for jobs. Those are things that we always touch on and we don't try to make it feel like homework, but we give it to them as assignments, and should students actually complete these, then they can come back and we can critique them and help them polish them, so that way they can go out into the real world and present themselves.
Okay, thank you. Well, I am an English teacher, and that is something that I do, so I would be willing to help with that. But
definitely.
yeah, so okay, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
No problem.
That's great.
I have another question from Carly Montgomery.
Carly Montgomery. If you're speaking, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's Carly. How are you?
Hey, Carly, doing well?
I'm piggybacking on what the nice lady was saying earlier. I have a sophomore, and I was interested to find out if you might be having like a virtual field trip for the historically black colleges. If you have something like that he could participate in. I know he's a sophomore, he's not a junior, but the sooner the better.
Well, no, we do have a session where we're going to do a virtual trip, and we haven't finalized exactly where that trip is, but that's a great idea.
Okay, all right.
That's a great idea. Absolutely.
All right.
See, you're helping with our curriculum.
Actually, this is Doug chiming in real quick.
Sure.
As part of the gaming challenge, one of our partners that we'll be working with is HBCU Go, and they'll be able to give us videos of different HBCUs prior to the gaming challenge. So one of the sessions that we're planning on having is with them, and they'll be highlighting different campuses and showing different content that they do from the different locations.
Fantastic.
No more questions at this time.
Okay. Any final words, brothers, members, guests, or Passport parents or Passport students? Anyone else have any final words?
This is Jabala. I do have one other thing that I kind of wanted to say. There was a lot of interest and a lot of questions and comments about the gaming competition. I kind of want the students to kind of understand what our intention is. We're trying to show like the business aspect of gaming. And a lot of people spend time playing games, but they don't understand the money that's behind going and playing sets.
Little drummer boy, can you stop for a second?
But I kind of just want to go and like emphasize that there is money to be made, and we're kind of trying to show you the different, like the business aspect, like the business side of things, and we're hoping that our, in playing the games is to show a little bit of fun, but we're going over and trying to show you and hoping that you take an interest in looking at the business side. Southern California is one of the meccas of like the gaming industry. You have tons of world headquarters that are within the Orange County and LA County areas, and there's opportunities to thrive at some of these businesses, and that's what we're trying to show you. So I just want to go over and specify that as well.
Absolutely.
I want to reiterate that even to, how gaming impacts even Orange County, right? So to what Jabal was saying, there was over $435 million+ homes that were purchased by gaming industry teams and folks. That's an impact to the community. That's tax dollars that are being paid. That impacts the education that you get on the ground. So there's a lot of layers to it that we're going to be going. So yes, the game is fun, but understand the business really showcase to you. Available.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely. So, really good stuff, guys. Really good stuff, guys. I just want to bring this presentation in this 2020-2021 Passport to the Future and Academy kickoff orientation to a close. I think we went over some great information. I hope all of our current Passport students and parents have information on and to move forward, and also the new families that are coming in to see us. Hope we've answered a lot of your questions. If you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to any of us. You can reach out to me, dmoore at 100bmoc.org, or you can go to our website and leave a comment or a message. If you need any more additional information in reference to how to engage and take the next step into our program, please ask us. We will be sending out more correspondence with you on what our first day will look like, where we're going to meet face-to-face at the OC Great Park at our first meeting, and the exact plat map on where we're going to be, so you know exactly where to go. And anything else that comes up after this call, feel free to reach out to any of us, and we'll be happy to answer. And on that note, we welcome all of you. We're glad that you're here. We're looking forward to expanding your students' minds in our program, and we're excited. We're excited. It's going to be a great year. So on that note, I'd like to adjourn this meeting and say have a great weekend.
Hey, Derek.
Yes.
Lisa Crane questions, so if she wants to stay behind, and so we can answer her question. But
Sure. Okay. Well, the meeting is adjourned. So if all of you would like to go on and enjoy the rest of your weekend, definitely do so. And I'll answer Miss Lisa Crane's message individually. So have a great one, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Okay,
you.
take care. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Indeed. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Miss Lisa, did you have a question? Is she still there?
yeah, she's there.
Okay.
I think she's on mute. Hold on.
You might be on mute, Miss Crane. Still can't hear you if you're speaking.
She's not on mute, so her mic is open. I see that, but we can't hear her.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the microphone, I think.
Miss Crane?
No, she's there, but.
Okay.
In the car. Let's see.
I think we heard you.
Hello?
Lisa? Yes,
Yes.
Lisa? Lisa, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can't do it. Let's see.
We can hear you, Lisa.
I can hear you now.
She must not be able to hear us.
Oh, yours is from the bottom.
Is it off?
Yeah, it's off.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Lisa, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
How can we help?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Yeah.
I was in the car and trying to get it off of Bluetooth. I just want to just a quick comment to thank all of the gentlemen that are participating in their time. I know there's going to be a lot of people that parents and students and everything that are going to be involved in this. And I just want to say right out of the gate, thank you guys in advance for all the time and the effort and the energies that you spend. We know this is a volunteer organization. And on behalf of all the parents, I just want to say thank you in advance for your time and your efforts. That's it.
Sure, absolutely. Our pleasure. All right, brothers. Well, good call, guys. Good calls. So if we need to, any other comments or we need to talk about anything, we can talk offline. But yeah, great call.
Yeah, no, great. Sorry about the drum.
Hey, Derek,
that's
what's
okay.
our next?
That's okay.
when is our next meeting for the education committee? Because sounds like we probably still need to prepare for the next session.
Absolutely, we do. So, let's see. Let me look at my calendar.
In the meantime, I also encourage Orlando and I are going to be meeting later on to discuss like what we want to do in the junior class, and I had encouraged the other advisors to be meeting as well to kind of try and get on the same page about what you guys want to do in each one of your classes.
Absolutely. Okay, that definitely sounds good. Let's definitely do that. So I will send out a text and email to the Ed Committee team because I think we can do probably one more meeting before our face-to-face. So our next face-to-face is, a face-to-face is October the 10th. Was that the 10th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can probably do another call this week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. What's best for everybody? I know Wednesday somewhat problematic. Can we do it Thursday?
Yeah, it's so for me, I'm just one person, but I get home from work a little later, so I'll be coming into the meetings late. But that's just me. I don't want anyone else to change their schedule on my account. So.
Okay. 1 second. Let me do something else too.
Thursday's open for me.